Welcome everybody. Old Trafford stands for another Charity Cup night. The FBC5 visit Manchester with a 1-goal deficit, looking to try and come back at Manchester United at their own backyard. This could be a tremendous night in Charity Cup history, but the FBC5 have it all to do. 2 goals and they're through without reply, of course, to Manchester United. But Manchester United can hold this on. It's all to play for. Well then, United back at home again in the Charity Cup. Ruben Amorim, same lineup as last week. No changes then. Corsby in the net. Dallo at left back. De Ligt, Yoro, Mazraoui, Mainu, Fernandes and West. Cunha, Sesko and Mbumo once again for Manchester United. Keep an eye out for Ahmad and Casemiro on the bench too. Harry Maguire in there as well. There's excitement to be had about this team. And a semi-final place against Liverpool or Bayern Munich to be confirmed tomorrow night. Don't miss that game. But the FBC5, on the other hand, unchanged. Sardless, softer. And Patrick Rodgers on the bench again. But don't twist it here tonight. Timo Deheze, Malagan, Coralone, Baker, Hanley, the back four. Joker, Alves, Taylor, Pasalic, Matic and Van Dam up front. Van Dam, of course, got that 93rd minute consolation goal in Walsall. Well, West will be looking to stop the party. He's scored a free kick already this campaign. 90 minutes then separate one of these sides from the semi-finals. One will go home back either to Manchester or to Walsall. All to play for then. Mateus Cunha. Left hand side, Senerius. Amos Pasalic knocking it out, and Cunha will say thank you very much. Owen Taylor played back to Pablo. Daniel Baker playing it forward all the way wide and to Almas Pasalic. Olaf Van Dam. Matic. Well, if there's a time to get a goal, an early start would be fantastic for the FBC5. Joker. Here comes the Moroccan. And there is a foul on the edge of the area. Mazraoui with a handball. A big early set piece then for the FBC5. And well, Matic was lining it up as almost he wanted it for himself. And well, how do you start? Matic whipping the ball in. Sesko heads clear. Owen Taylor to Mulligan. Mulligan to Olaf Van Dam again. Almas Pasalic. Matic! Oh, brilliant! In front of a Stretford end, full of United fans. Matic once again stuns the Charity Cup crowd. And the FBC5 are back on level terms again against Manchester United. And another goal for their top scorer in this competition. Only Harry Kane ahead of him. But the FBC5 are ahead against Manchester United here at Old Trafford. And it's very early on. It is level again. Cunha. Handball, surely that is... Well, it's out. And well, Ruben Amorim can't quite believe it. Everyone in the stadium was shouting handball and you could hear it. Amorim's not happy at all with that, with the referee. Daniel Baker might consider himself lucky. Head into the box. Pablo Coralone Heads clear. And I actually think he came off Sesko instead, so it's going to be a goal kick. Well, Timo de Heze has one of the best clean sheet records in the competition. It came to an end, a good run at Manchester United. I think he's had 4 now, 4 clean sheets. Might be 3 actually. I'll need to check this in a minute. Here's Pasalic. Pedro Alves. Knocked into Matic again. FBC5 looked threatening, but Dalot clears away. Cunha. Got caught in traffic and Owen Taylor was there. Owen Taylor headed forward and Matic was right on the back of Lene Yoro. Fernandes forward to Cunha. Mainu over to Cunha again. Dalot. Mainu to Fernandes. Cunha, Fernandes again. Sesko's on the run. Cunha. Cunha. West! De Heze with a good stop. And well, those trousers are coming in handy, I must say. Bruno Fernandes now for Manchester United with the corner. An in-swinger for Manchester United. Pull the way in and Olaf van Dam heads clear. Yoro picks it up. Fernandes trying to stay on side. Matthijs de Ligt. Kobbie Mainoo! A first goal of the season for Kobbie Mainoo. And Manchester United back in front again at Old Trafford. Teenage kicks. A man for big goals when it matters. Liverpool, Lyon, FBC5. And Manchester United back in front on the half-hour mark. And FBC5 have got more to do. And Boomer knocking out. I need to get a swear jar for the times I'll pronounce Brian and Boomer's name wrong this simmer. Owen Taylor knocked forward. Here's Olaf van Dam! Well, we've seen some goals in our time at the Stretford end. That would have been one of them. Well, you have to appreciate the effort from the Dutchman. And Manchester United level on the night, but still in a very comfortable position on aggregate standards. Owen Taylor played forward for Pedro Alves. Alves with a lot of space to run and roam around. Here's Pasalic. The FBC5 like a 4-4-2, so he's playing right into their favour. Pasalic trying to find the space. He does find space. Oh! Well, if they're looking ever threatening, now is the time. And Amorim is, I think, feeling confident on that touchline, despite the fears a few moments ago. Sesko. Mainu to Matheus Cunha. Sesko and Cunha on the left-hand side have been clinical in these past couple of games. Sesko. Daniel Baker with a brilliant tackle to deny Sesko. And now FBC5 can build. Van Dam. Left to Joker again. Well, Ahmed is his first name. Apparently. Here's Mbumo. Right hand side, Joe Mulligan. National League left back stops him. Pedro Alves. Here's Joe Mulligan. Mazraoui cleared away. 3 minutes of added time in this first half. And Manchester United made the use of it last time out in Walsall. Well, Mulligan, a performance to potentially put on his TikTok as well. At Joey Mulligan on Instagram if you want to go and follow that. Joey Mulligan free. Joey Mull free? I think it's Joey Mull free. We'll double check. But half-time break then. Well, perfect time to go and have a look at Joe Mulligan's Instagram and his footballing escapades. But the half-time break, it's 3-2 to Manchester United on aggregate. It's been a good start, but there's more to come. Manchester United 1, Walsall FBC5 1, 3-2 on aggregate, half-time here in Old Trafford. Welcome back, everybody. Second half underway here in Manchester, and well, the FBC5 are sort of on the brink of elimination. 45 minutes to go, the unbeaten side in this competition so far, until the quarter-final first leg. And well, it's all going just a little bit interesting for them. Here's Sesko for Manchester United, and what a tackle that was from the Spaniard, Pablo Corralón. Sergio Ramos-esque. Van Dam to Joker. Here's Olaf Van Dam again, looking to spring a surprise in the Manchester United defence. Olaf Van Dam, great save, Corsby. What a stunning save that is from Corsby, and a brilliant run from Van Dam. How he's denied there, I do not know. Owen Taylor. Pasalic. Van Dam again. Fred's not over from the FBC5, that's for certain. And they've come out for the second half with some new life. Fernandez. Well, the life's just been sucked out of it. Sesko. Fernandez. Well, Manchester United were unbeaten in Europe last season, until the Europa League final against Tottenham Hotspur. And Sadler's comes on for Pedro Alves. And I feel like we might maybe see Softer and Patrick Rogers as well in the next half hour. Cappage. Ross Hanley knocking it forward. Sardelas. Owen Taylor. Sardelas first touches on the ball here for FBC5. Oh, brilliant interception by Bruno Fernandes. Sardelas dispossessed. Mbeumo's on the right. In front of the Stretford end, and well, Sardelas makes up from his early mistake. Cunha. West. Cunha again. Mainu. Sardelas, great determination to win that ball back. That's why he's been brought on by player manager Daniel Baker. Sardelas. Mulligan to Andrew Matic. Knocked wide. Pasalic to Dallo. Headed clear and knocked all the way to Pablo Corralón. A bit of Spanish tricks and flicks at the back, which will probably infuriate the FBC5 supporters, who are very, very... well, probably actually shouldn't have made that joke. Andrew Matic. Speculative, but worth a shot for me for the FBC5. Mbeumo. West to Sesko. Fernandez wide. Out to Brian Mbeumo again. West. Chip forward. Bruno Fernandes. Oh! Offside anyways. And Manchester United, well, they wouldn't have had the chance anyway. Lene Yoro coming off Harry Maguire. Well, the defence might get a bit slower, but fresher legs. Lene Yoro's done a good job. Well, put the big man on defence to head away some corners. Andrew Matic will probably be his man. Pasalic. Owen Taylor, played back by Sardelas. Olaf Van Dam, played forward. Maguire, brilliant interception by the Englishman. Talk as whether she'd been the World Cup squad for England this summer. It's hard to see him get in over the current crop of defenders, but he's doing his best. It'd be a huge miss if a big part of Gareth Southgate's squad. Benjamin Sesko. Sesko trying to wiggle through. Side netting at the Stretford end. And well, West coming off for Casemiro. West stays done in the midfield. Not an overly outstanding day from Elliot West, you might say, but he's done his job. 5 minutes for the FBC5 to find an equaliser. Sardelas. Matic heading and challenging and going to ground. Theatrics maybe from the English striker. Here's Sesko. Joe Mulligan progressing forward. We know he can run. We've seen it on his TikTok. Olaf Van Dam played wide. Almas Pasalic. Oh, it's almost missed Frank Corsby. And that was almost 3-3 in Bumo. End-to-end football. Mulligan clearing it. Joker. They've not got a lot of time. Matic. Pasalic. Mainu. Cleared up. Manchester United are the first semi-finalist of this year's Charity Cup. The FBC5 fall at the quarter-final stage. It was so close between these two sides. And what a game over 2 legs we've seen. The FBC5 bow out. They will be back for Derby season in a few weeks over Christmas. But Old Trafford roars. Manchester United are in a semi-final for the first time in a long time. But full time here. Manchester United 3, FBC5 2. Manchester United in the semi-finals of the Charity Cup.